Robert? How's it going? It's crazy. What's up? There we go. It's crazy. You know, I plan my shows in advance, and I just completely spaced on the fact that it's MLK Day. So, because half the time I don't even know what day it is. Let's just start there. All right. But anyway, how y'all doing? So we'll do some, you know, dedication stuff for that because it's important. Oh, thanks. Thank you. You almost slept, girl. Listen. That's just the time we're living in. Seriously. I'm just exhausted. You know, I think we're all just kind of walking around in a fog, exhausted. I mean, let me speak for myself, but Robert, Simone, y'all feeling just tired? It just feels a little nonstop right now, right? Anyway, this too shall pass. Yes. I promise that I never would leave you. It's funny how the seasons change. The more that I try to forget you, it's funny how things stay the same. I don't rhyme the reason when I look into your eyes. I know that I found forever. No disguises, reunion of souls, a mind of space, over time and a place. I look and I see your face, everywhere constant, reminder of everything I wanna be, who I am and how with you I can be free. Amos, what's up? I can be free. It's amazing what the soul can remember, no matter what the day or time or the appointed offer. All I know is your soul and mine are so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way being together. So tell me how can we stay apart? Hey Kathy, can we stay apart? In a place before now, reunion, a time before here. We were called to this place, and I'm glad to be standing here. Oh, sometimes the truth is painful, but a leap of faith is all it takes. Close your eyes and don't get discouraged. Spread your wings and just let the winds of change blow free. Just believe they want you if you dare to close your eyes and so free, 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 free. My soul is free, free, free. My soul is free, free, free. My soul is free. My heart is free. My mind is free. I'm free. All right. Hopefully we're not starting with this coughing thing again today. Yeah. Amos, what's up? It's been a minute. A long minute. Hey, Julio. Hola. Yeah, y'all, you know, I swear, like, half the time I don't know what day it is. I'm just like, ugh. Luckily, I know enough when I need to get up and go to work and that sort of thing. But, you know, seriously. So many things going on in the world. So I just thought today, and every day, I just try to bring a little bit of joy for just an hour, right? We don't have to think about all the other things going on in the world, right? It was 7:45. Yes, that's definitely mine. Amos. It was 7:45 on the line to greet the teacher, Miss Kathleen. First came Kevin, then came Lucy, third in line was me. All of us were ordinary compared to Cynthia Rose. Always stood in the back of the line with a smile beneath her nose. Hey, wait, her favorite number was 20. And every single day, if you ask her what she had for breakfast, this is what she'd say. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds and tangerine, a side order of ham. Well, if you set your mind free, baby, then maybe you'd understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cynthia wore the prettiest dress, different colored socks. Sometimes I wondered if the mates were in her lunchbox. Me and Lucy opened it when Cynthia wasn't around. Lucy cried, almost died. You know what we found? Starfish and coffee and maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds and tangerine, a side order of ham. If you set your mind free, baby, then maybe you'd understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cynthia wore a happy face just like the one she draws on every wall, on every school. But it's alright, it's for a worthy cause. There should be a really nice trumpet solo right here. Wayne. Starfish and coffee, and maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, a side order of ham. If you set your mind free, baby, then maybe you'd understand. Starfish and coffee, and maple syrup and jam. Oh, starfish and coffee, and maple syrup and jam. Oh, starfish and coffee, and maple syrup and jam. Yeah, always a good place to start, right? And the thing I love about Prince is that he was on both Sesame Street and Hee Haw, which is pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so let's see. All right, so there are a couple of songs that I just wanted to, let's see. Hey, Kimmy, what's up, girl? How are you? So there's this really great song called This House I Live In, or America, What America Means to Me. And it's a Paul Robeson tune, and it's later covered by Frank Sinatra, and, both are, they're beautiful. I mean, very different perspectives, I think, but just so good. And I wanted to do that as well. Yeah. In these times, y'all, in these times. This house I live in, a plot of earth, a street. butcher and the grocer and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, the faces that I see, all races, all religions, that's America to me. This house I live in, my neighbors white and black, the people who just came here from generations back, the town hall and the soapbox, the torch of liberty, a home for all our children, that's America to me. This house I live in, the workers at my side, the little town or city where people live and die, the howdy and the handshake, this air of feeling free, the right to speak my mind out, that's America to me. The right to speak my mind out, that's America to me. I had the pleasure of sitting next to a man on a plane, probably, I think I was still living in New York, so probably 20 years ago. And he was a musician from a family of musicians. And we got into this whole conversation about music. And he said, do you know this song, The House I Live In? And I was like, I don't. And so, he told me about it. And he was like, yeah, Paul Robeson did it. And then, and I listened to that song and I wept. And I thought, wow, what an incredible encapsulation of everything that we are and everything that we strive to be and want to be, right? I'm not sure that we ever quite made it there, but here we are, y'all. Here we all are in this place that, maybe we didn't think we would ever be in. Or maybe, some of us think that we never quite left. But it's certainly a time for contemplation and thought, as well as being in the streets and protesting. So, trying times, right? And times like these we learn to live again. In times like these we learn to love again. Oh, times like these, time and time again. All right, but then, so since it is Stevie's birthday today, and I sing Stevie's birthday song all the time, and I never really talk about why. I mean, I love it, it's a great tune. But back in the day, Stevie Wonder decided that Martin Luther King should have a holiday and started fighting for it, and who would think that it would be so difficult, right? I mean, but here we are, once again. Anyway, so he wrote this song for Martin Luther King, and it's kind of a great song. I thought I would slow it down and really check out the lyrics, because we never sing all the lyrics. We just sing the happy birthday, just that part. And the happy birthday, that part where nobody knows when to stop. So those two things. Anyway. It doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. We all know in our minds that there used to be a time that we should set aside to show how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree, what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Never understand how a man who died for good couldn't have a day that would be set aside for his recognition, because it should never be just because some just cannot see the dream as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. We all know everything that he stood for, time will bring, for in place our hearts will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There's never been a holiday when peace is celebrated throughout the world. The time is overdue for people like me and you, who know the way to truth is love and unity to all God's children. It should be a great event, and this whole day should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin, because we know that love will win. Let it out, don't hold it in. Sing it loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. So, also, I just wanted to also remember Rob Reiner too. All in the Family was such a great show, and the Jeffersons came out of it. I think I can't remember how many shows came out of that, but there were quite a few that were spun off of that show. And what an incredible life Rob Reiner had. And all of the things, all of the beauty that he brought into the world. And, it's what artists do, right? We birth art, we bring it into the world. And, good or bad, it's all, is it good, is it bad? No, it just is, right? We decide whether it's good or bad and what it means to us. But it always changes your point of view. I mean, that's the thing about art and artists, right? We change the world that way. We change points of view, hopefully. Anyway. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then. Girls were girls, men Empire State, 'cause everybody pulled his weight. Gee, our old LaSalle went great. Those were the days. Right, 6 spinoffs. So I think, was Maude one of them? Is that true? I feel like Maude was one of them. The Jeffersons for sure. And what else? You have to list them, Robert. You can't just tease us like that and then not, tell us what it is. Because now I'm curious. All right. Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole world looked. Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister who really cooked. Isadora was the first bra burner. Are you glad that she showed up? When the country was falling apart, Betsy Ross got it all sewed up. And then there's Maude, uncompromising, any prize and anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Maude. Is that true? I don't think Good Times was. I don't think that was one of the spinoffs. I don't think so. But maybe. Robert, do you know what they are? One Day at a Time. This is it. That was a good show. Those are good shows, though. Well, we're moving on to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Oh, moving on up to the side. We finally got the piece, the pie. Oh, you're right. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. It took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. And now we're off in the blades. Turn it back. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. 'Cause we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe appointment in the sky. Oh, moving on up. That's right, to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. You're right, Esther was on Maude. Look at that, see? I knew it. Good job, Kim. 'Cause I forgot. Yeah, but I knew that there were like a bunch of different spinoffs, and they all, like everybody, they were all together. Norman Lear, right? Kind of genius. Yeah, and then of course, Maude, which I don't know that I knew what Maude was about until much later, like a couple years ago, actually. When I watched it, like it's crazy when you go back and you watch some of these shows, and sometimes they hold up really, really well, and other times not so much. But yeah, okay. So wait, let me see what you said. You said Gloria. What is that, Gloria? I don't remember that one. But the rest of them, I think I know. I kind of remember Archie Bunker's Place. Yeah. Anyway, it's so good, right? Okay, so this next tune, if I can find it, the one that we posted, actually Maisha found that, and it's so wonderful because I didn't even know that clip existed. It's so good. It's such a great song. It's a really hard song to sing because it almost feels like it was done so that they could sing it together, because but we've been together for 1,000,000 years, and I bet we'll be together for 1,000,000 more. Oh, it's like I started breathing on the night we kissed. Christ. And I can't remember what I ever did before. What do we do, baby, without us? What do we do, baby, without us? And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. What do we do, baby, without us? Sha-da-da-da. Yeah, Johnny Mathis and Denise Williams, who, all right, let's see, what else did I pull for y'all? Oh, well, Scholastic Rock, of course. Hey, do you know about the USA? Do you know about the government? Do you know about the Constitution? Hey, learn about the USA. 1787, I'm told, founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free. The USA was just starting out, a whole brand new country. So our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run our country ever since. The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble and tells us what those founding fathers set out to do. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution. Oh, the United States of America. Oh, America. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that name, Kathy, but just wow, yeah, wow. So actually, the Star Trek theme does actually have lyrics. It's hard to play. Let me see if I can kind of remember. On the edge of the starlight, my love is wandering in starflight. I know he'll find star cluster reaches love, strange love. Remember me. It's something like that. It's really pretty, actually. Hey, Marvin, how you doing? You're working. Of course, you're working day and night. Got me working day and night. All right. I also love this one. Rocking and rolling, twishing and splashing for the horizon. What can it be? The pilgrims sail the sea to find a place to call their own. In their ship Mayflower, they hope to find a better home. They finally knocked on Plymouth Rock, and someone said we're there. It might not look like home, but at this point I don't care. Oh, they were missing Mother England. They swore their loyalty until the very end. Anything you say, King, it's okay, King. You know it's kind of scary on your own. We're gonna build a new land the way we planned. Jump and run until it's wrong. Oh my goodness. They planted corn, you see, they bought their houses one by one. And bit by bit they worked until the colonies were done. And back in England, he didn't give them many boys. It's called taxation without representation, and that's not fair. But when the colonies complained, the king said, I don't care. He even has the nerve to tax our cup of tea. To put it kindly, king, we really don't agree. Gonna show you how we feel. Gonna dump this tea and turn this harbor into the biggest cup of tea in history. They wanted no more Mother England. They knew the time had come for them to take command. It's very clear being so unthinking. No matter what you say, we won't obey. We're gonna hold a revolution, no king. We're gonna run it all away with no more kings. We're gonna elect a president, no more kings. We're gonna do what the people want. We're gonna run things our way, and nobody's gonna tell us what to do. Rocking at our roads, wishing at a splash over the horizon. What can it be? Looks like it's gonna be a free country. Hey Rachel, yes, free to be. Oh my God, yes, good to see you. Amos, free to be you and me. Yeah, all of those, so good, so good, so good. All right. And then, of course, once a year, The Sound of Music would come, and The Wizard of Oz would come. I think now they just, they run it over and over and over again. But, and you can always get it on demand, but still. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Every morning you greet me, small and wide, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. My day in the hills has come to an end, I know. Stars have come out to tell me it's time to go. But deep in the dark green shadows are voices that tell me to stay. So I pause and I wait and I listen for one more sound, for one more lovely thing that the hills might say. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with song songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to read every song it hears. My heart wants to be like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to fly like the fly on a church with a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way, to sing through the night like a moon that is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. I would while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain, and my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel every rhythm for every individual trouble and the pain. And the thoughts I'd be thinking, I could sing like Abby Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the sun never leaves the sky, the sea never leaves the shore, and then I'd sit and think some more. Would not just be a nothing, my head all filled with stuff in my heart, so filled with pain. Then perhaps I deserve you and be truly worthy of you if I only had a brain. Oh my gosh, Amos. So it's really fitting that you're here tonight because, so Amos, wow, Amos and I go back a long time, and Amos called me right after 9/11. And the band, actually no, you called me before 9/11 because we had been planning this. So Amos called me right after the band broke up. So it was probably like January, February. And he was like, hey, what are you and the band doing like in October? And I was like, I don't ever want to see those people again, ever. But I was like, oh, Amos, the band broke up. And he was like, okay, so what are you doing in October, right? Didn't miss a beat. And he presented me at Steinway Hall, the amazing Steinway showroom in New York City. on 57th, and you know, we had been planning for the show, and then 9/11 happened, and we were just all, it was just so, like, everything was crazy. We didn't know if it was going to happen. We just had no idea. But it did wind up happening. And so through him, I met Betsy Hirsch, who used to run the New York office. And, you know, between the two of them, they were so very helpful to me. And it's like my classical debut. I mean, I did this song as well. It's not necessarily classical, but I did some other stuff too. So, yeah, I don't know if Amos signed off, but thanks, Amos, if you are still there. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen each other. And he introduced me to some of my, you know, now closest friends too. So it's pretty cool. I appreciate you. Anyway, y'all. Oh boy. So, no Miss Eleanor tonight. No Michelle. Terry's okay. I spoke to her. She's doing all right. I think everybody's just, like I said, I'm just burnt. But, you know, hopefully. Hey, Rachel, you still there? Oh my God, you have footage? I would love to see that. Yeah, so, okay, well, so of course I have a story. Anyway, so, you know, I often reflect on like how signs show up in my life and how things show up in my life. So for that show, I wanted to play this piece called Juba, which is, it's a piece. Hey, Karis, what's up? Oh, Karis, I'm probably going to be in the city on Wednesday. We should talk. Anyway, so yeah, so I was picking out, you know, music for that show. Oh my God, I forgot about that. That's so crazy. Oh yeah, I mean, I always write the best music after breakups, for sure. But yeah, so I was picking music, and there was this piece called Juba. It's by Nathaniel Dent. It's really hard to play, and I probably couldn't even begin to play it now. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, no, I'm going to play this piece, right? And so, can't make it up. I was shopping in an antique store with my mother, and I was just going through the bin of music, which I often would do. And there was a copy of it in there. Now, it's kind of a rare piece of music. It was in Lake Arrowhead, so it's not somewhere where I would expect to find a Nathaniel Dent piece, right? So I was like, let me just go ahead and buy this. And I had bought it a while before, and it had sat on my piano, and you know, it was all somebody laminated. It was like a beautiful copy. And on the front cover, it said, "Made famous by Percy Granger," right? Who I guess, I don't really know much about him, but I guess he was a famous pianist of the day. Anyway, so I was like trying to learn this piece, and I was like, just struggling, y'all, struggling up until the week of the show, and I was still going back and forth. So, the amazing Betsy Hirsch, who ran the New York office, would allow me, y'all, look, I was in heaven. She would allow me to come in to the showroom, and I could just play on any of the, you know, hundreds of pianos that were on each floor. I would just pick one, and I would sit for hours and practice. And as I was having this dilemma, it was weird. It was like I almost felt like somebody was staring at me on the side. Like I picked a piano that was next to the wall. And I didn't always practice on it. I practiced on lots of other pianos, but that day I was practicing that piano. I was like, am I supposed to do this song? Because it's hard, and I don't want to embarrass myself. You know, that's always, the shame of it is always my thing. Y'all, I looked up and over, because they had portraits of all of these different players and writers. And who do you think was right here on my left side? Percy Granger. Looking at me, watching me, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure that is a sign, and I should do this. And so that's what I did. And I also did Single Petal on a Rose, which is an Ellington tune. Yeah, it was quite the night. Amos, I didn't know that you still, that's so cool. That's so very cool. And of course, the first time we worked together, I met one of your friends and artists, Sean Schulich. And he was with this woman, Shalita. And they were like the coolest. And then I didn't see Sean for years, and then all of a sudden, like, we wound up in the same place, and, you know, just kind of hanging out. And yeah. Well, anyway, but yeah, that was one of those real magical moments. And then so, you know, I'm in there, and I'm like, I've told everyone to turn their phones off. Turn your damn phones off. Don't put your phones on. And guess whose phone was on? And went off in the middle of her Steinway debut. I was like, unbelievable. Wow, at ASCAP. Yeah, and Betsy, I saw that Betsy retired. Betsy's amazing. She's about this big, and she's a runner, and she's like a ball of light and fire. She's amazing. Great piano player, singer too. Shout out to Betsy. Yeah, Amos, I mean, you know, that was old New York, right? New York is it's so different now, right? But it was such a beautiful time. And after 9/11, I mean, y'all, look, there were tanks in the streets and dogs, and just people were inside. We were afraid that nobody was going to show up. You know, I mean, because it was in October, and I want to say it was like maybe around, it was between the 15th and the 20th, I think, right? Somewhere around there. And September 11th had literally just happened. People were not going out. You know, it just, yeah. I mean, I will never forget the faces of people. You know, people were like, have you seen so-and-so and those papers in the train stations? Stayed pretty much until they just disintegrated. You know, but every morning you would just see them, right? I mean, I think 9/11 was really challenging living there. Like, I didn't watch television until like after October 31st, because that's when they stopped showing the reviews of what had happened, and it just kept happening, and you know, you'd see it over and over as if the day wasn't enough, you know. So yeah, it was a wild time. It was tanks in the streets. It was crazy. Like, at the bridges, nuts, just insane. October, look at that. See, October 16th, 2001. That's crazy. I knew it was sometime around there because I just remember panicking and thinking, are people going to come? And, you know, I mean, the band breakup had been horrible. I was in a really, and just, you know what, Amos, thank you so much, because you did not skip a beat. You were like, okay, so what are you doing on October 16th? And I was like, well, I guess I'll be coming to play for you. Yeah. I mean, I had, the band broke up right before Christmas. We were in the lawyer's office, and I got, you know, slammed with some ugly news from them, and I was like, okay, well, you know, cool. And then I went home, and I was miserable. And my ex-boyfriend at the time was like, okay, listen, this is horrible. So he was like, pack a bag, just pack a bag for somewhere warm. And he took me to Jamaica, and, you know, listen, there's nothing that the ocean cannot fix. You know, and I snorkeled and swam, and there was we had this house right on the beach, and there was a maid there, Marcia. And Marcia cooked for me every day. You know, they would bring the lobster up, just like the lobster guy would come and be like, okay, what do you need? What do you want to eat? Seriously, it took me a minute, you know. I was shell-shocked, but I can't complain. Oh my gosh, I love you too, Amos, man, thank you. Because Amos, seriously, like, I decided I was just gonna be a side man. I wasn't gonna do anything, you know, by myself. And I had almost a year of just doing side gigs and not having to do all the shit that band leaders have to do, and it was good. It was really good for me. You know, so it's nice to give people their flowers, and I'm so glad that you showed up, because you really made a difference in my life. I love you. And you know what? I don't know why we don't ever see each other. I mean, obviously because I don't live there, but you know, I'll be back this year. I will definitely let you know. We must hang out and talk and all of that. Yeah. Yay! I'm so glad you came. It's interesting, all these really interesting and cool memories and stories that, you know, have popped up, and I'm in the process of, you know, writing things down, because so a lot of this is in my journals, and I need to go back through and look at them. But you know, these things happen, and they're so, like that whole Percy Granger thing. I mean, you know, it was pretty magical. Even for me, it was really magical. And you know, again, I always say, what are the odds? It's like, well, pretty good, because clearly, dude is right there. But you know, and I guess that's how you know things always work out. I mean, they may not work out the way you want them to, for sure. And there are bumps along the way where you just kind of go, really? But you know, what else can we do, right? We just keep moving ahead. We keep laughing. We keep loving in spite of all the shit that is going on right now. I mean, my heart has been broken so many times over the last couple of years, just by cruelty and people just I don't get it. Like, to what end? What is the end goal? To just destroy everything? To just, you know, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And here on MLK Day, you know, okay, I can't believe the time just goes. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do a Nina Simone song, because Nina. I on Instagram the other day, somebody had posted Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, and I was like, yes. And they were like, this is the most prolific protest song, and I was like, you mean besides Strange Fruit and Mississippi Goddamn? I was like, yeah, okay, I'm down with that, like, without a doubt. Because I love me some Zach De La Rocha, for real. And I love Rage Against the Machine. I mean, that music is so good. First time I heard this song was Mama Cass with my mom. And my mom would sing it to me. And the irony of that is my mom was completely tone deaf, but I loved when she sang to me. This one is Danny Boy. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. When I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams and leave all worries behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream. Oh. All right. Oh, well, this has been fun. What's up, Candace and Lisa? How y'all doing? All right, you know what? I'm going to do that last. Okay. I don't know if we're still there, but they're talking about an earthquake. Drop, cover, hold on, shaking expected. Magnitude 5.2. All right, let's see. Can y'all still see me? Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn! Can you see it? Can you feel it? It's all in the air. I can't stand the pressure much longer. Somebody say a prayer. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. And everybody knows about Mississippi. Everybody knows about Alabama. Everybody knows about Mississippi. Goddamn. All right. Broken windows and empty hallways. A pale dead moon and a sky filled with gray. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Scarecrows dressed in the latest style, with frozen faces to keep love at bay. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Lonely, lonely. Didn't catch your feet. I think it's gonna kick it down the street. Didn't catch your feet. I think I'll kick it down the street. That's the way to treat a friend. Right before me, the clouds implore me. Help the needy and teach them the way. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain. Yes, I think it's gonna rain. Yes, I think it's gonna rain. Yes, I think it's gonna rain. I think it's gonna rain today. I think it's gonna rain today. I think it's gonna rain. Ooh, can't you see the clouds gathering? Don't let it be said too late. There's a brand new feeling heavy. I was just telling everybody, Lisa. Woo! And Candace, like, it's been heavy, heavy, heavy. I mean, you know, there are times when it's heavier than others, for sure. But the only way to combat the darkness is the light. I mean, of course, you know, Martin Luther King told us that. You can't fight darkness with darkness. You can only fight it with the light. The light. And I know y'all are here because we're all drawn to the light of each other, right? And I will be here singing these songs until, you know, as long as it's necessary, which, you know, hopefully it won't be necessary forever and I can just come and do it, you know, because it's joyful and it's necessary. I feel like we can have an hour of joy a day and spend the other 20 hours fighting for what's right, for our children, the hungry, for the poor. I mean, I don't understand what's happened. I don't understand how we've forgotten what's important. Y'all heal me. You make me do this music that, you know, I mean, I'd be sitting here probably doing it myself, which is cool and fun. But it's not nearly as fun as doing it with y'all. And if you smile at least once, then I've done my job. Hey, Jacqueline. How you doing, beautiful? Seriously. If you've smiled once or laughed once or even cried once, then I'm doing my job. And I think it's gonna rain. And I think it's gonna rain. And I think it's gonna rain. I think it's gonna rain today. I love y'all. I think it's gonna rain. I'm surprised my boss isn't here. Like, it's time to go, you know, OUTSIDE. Anyway, I love y'all. Love each other. And I'll see you on Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed. I know it wasn't like totally TV night, but I had a great time. Thank y'all so much. See you later. Love you.